Should I use Angie's List as a contractor? If you're in the contracting space, you've probably heard that question before, or you've probably asked yourself that question. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of Angie's List. I've heard a lot of horror stories with Angie's List, probably so have you, but I've also heard some good things as well. There's the odd few companies I talk to where they see a lot of success with Angie's List. And then there's also the other people who I hear, who just have the worst stories. They scammed them of thousands of dollars, took their money, didn't refund them, all this garbage. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of what I think about Angie's List. And also, I'm going to be exposing how they actually get their leads and how they actually get you more business, because it's probably actually not what you think. So I'm going to go to the computer, to show you guys exactly how it works, and I will see you there. All right, so we are at the computer, and I'm pretty much just gonna kind of go through this real quick. I'm gonna expose some scams of these companies right here: HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, Thumbtack, House, and other lead providers like that, because they all pretty much do the same thing. And I'm also gonna be going through some pros and cons as well. So let's start off with the pros. Let's keep it positive, positive's good. So pros. I tried really hard to find pros, by the way. Pros, number one, is it's very easy to sign up and start getting leads. So that's a pro. They're going to be bad leads. They're going to be very low quality, and they're going to be shared with other contractors. But you will close some. I won't lie. Eventually, you'll have to close. You'll get one closed job eventually. Eventually, you got it. It's inevitable. If you do it long enough, you'll eventually get it. But it's very, very easy to sign up and start getting leads. They're going to be low quality. They're going to be shared with other contractors, but yeah. So that's number one. Number two is that some of the small repair jobs, because you'll get a lot. Most contractors I talk to who have used this, they said they get a bunch of small repair jobs. And I don't know if it can work for roofing, like small roof repairs, but the bigger repair jobs can get you, or the smaller repair jobs can get you bigger jobs, right? So if you do a small roof repair, that can lead to a bigger roof. But that's even if you do repairs in the first place, right? If you want to, spend your time doing repairs. But yeah, if you can do repairs, you'll get probably quite a lot with Angie's List, as I've heard. And those smaller repair jobs can get you bigger jobs as well. So that's a plus. That's a pretty good thing. If you do repairs, that's good. But yeah, those are the two pros. There are only two. I tried really hard to find more, but yeah, couldn't really find any more than these two. So yeah, pros. Let's get into the cons, right? They share your leads with other contractors, and this is really where I'm going to be exposing the scams that's happening. All of these companies, HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, Thumbtack, House, they all share your leads with other contractors. So they give you a lead, and it's shared with 25, 30 other contractors in your area, and you all have to compete on that lead. You all have to compete for that lead. So it's garbage, right? It's garbage. And the way that they get their leads, and this will actually, not many people know this, but the way they get their leads is actually super unethical. The way they get their leads is, let's say you search something up on Google, right? And you search something up on Google, and let's say you just look up like what to look for in a roofing contractor, right? Let's say you're a homeowner trying to look for a roofing contractor. You don't really know because there's so many out there. Be like, how to find a good roofing contractor. Let's say you're like a mom, right? You click on an article, like some article on Google, and what they do is they advertise in random articles that don't even have to be related to, it could be some random article about like water or about like a book or something like that. It could be anything. And what they do is have you ever clicked on articles and they try to get your information? Well, that's what these companies do. They get your information on random articles, and then they tell you those are leads, right? So it doesn't even have to be roofing related or contractor related or whatever niche you're in, whatever contractor niche you're in related, right? It doesn't even have to be any of that. It could be some random article. And if you've ever used Angie's List, you know that when you call these leads, some of them are like, who is this? Why are you calling me? Why? this is why. Because they genuinely don't know why. Angie's lease, like there's no indicator that they, let's say, need a new roof. They just randomly got their information and then they gave it to you as a lead. This is the huge scam that's happening with all these companies. All of them do it, and it's a huge scam. This is why not many people know that, and it blows my mind because they give you like pretty much random people that don't even need your services, and they tell you those are leads. It's garbage, right? And they share those leads as well with other contractors. It's terrible. So that's number one, and that's kind of this hidden scam that these companies are doing. Number two is that you have to compete on price instead of value with companies like these, right? So they're going to be shared with a bunch of contractors, and how they actually advertise, like how they actually, if you're a homeowner and you go on Angie's List, right, they're going to advertise these contractors, and you're going to be one of them, and they're going to be like, get it at the cheapest price. Instead of advertising on like value, right? Like get the highest quality, right? Instead, they're going to be like, get the cheapest price here, and then that's going to be your lead. So it's bad. You have to compete on price instead of value, and then also the way they advertise as well, like I mentioned, they advertise on price instead of value. And then what they also do is when you're competing with all these other contractors, you're going to be competing on price anyways. Because most homeowners, they're going to be coming in thinking that the leads that are going to be actually interested, they're going to be wanting the cheapest price. And then when you compete with all the other contractors, it's just whoever has the cheapest price wins, right? And at that point, you're competing with, like, let's say you're a roofer, you're competing with like the lowest price guy, the chuck in the trucks. So it's like a downward spiral. It's like competing. It's like a trash can. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like you're competing at the bottom of the bottom. It's bad. So that's number two. Number three is it costs anywhere from 150 to 200 plus for like a single lead. And sometimes, like I mentioned, they don't even know who you are, and you're competing with their shared leads as well. And it's crazy. 150 to $200 for a single lead that's shared and doesn't even know who you are is crazy. And then the second thing is that, well, I'm going to mention it now, they make it impossible to return those leads for you if they're bad, right? So if they don't even know who you are, and you'd be like, this guy didn't even know who I am, I want to return this lead, I don't want to pay for this lead. These companies make it impossible for you to return your leads if they're bad, right? If they don't know who you are, and if the number doesn't work or anything like that, they make it impossible to return the lead. So it's bad. And then coupled with that, you're locked into a contract and customer support is non-existent. So even if you want out, you're locked into a contract that you have to pay, and customer support just doesn't exist. Because why would they? They're a whole scam. They just want to take your money. So yeah, those are pretty much the cons. Yeah, you can make the decision for yourself. I am being very honest in this video. Like, these are the genuine pros I found, and these are the genuine cons I found in these companies. And I talk to contractors all the time. These are just some of the things I've heard from them. I've heard a lot of horror stories. Probably if you're in the contractor space, you have as well. So yeah. And you can spend the same amount of money on other platforms to get high quality exclusive appointments instead of leads, get you appointments at a fraction of the price, and have trained professionals book appointments for you. Plus, you can make an actual return on investment and get those high quality leads that aren't shared with other contractors, that are completely exclusive to you. And you get appointments instead of leads. So all you have to do is just show up to the appointments and close them. And you only pay for the appointments you actually show up to, where you get a chance to sell, where both homeowners are present. So it's a no-brainer how you can make a return on investment. So that's what we do. Extra estimates. If you're interested in that, click the link in the description to learn more about what we do, why it works, give you like a brief kind of rundown of what we do. Hop on a call with me, phone call. Let's make it happen. Let's expose these. Let's get rid of these guys. These guys are actually, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm just going to mention it in this video. These guys are also actually getting sued, I think, by the end of the year. So there's going to be a ton of contractors that can't use this anymore. So the scam is stopping. The scam is finally coming to an end, right? There's a new law, I think, being passed where they can't share leads anymore with other contractors. So if they can't share leads, either they're going to be, I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to be either giving you like just leads that don't even know who you are still, or they're just going to shut down business. I don't know. We'll see by the end of the year, but they have till the end of the year to figure out what they're going to do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But like I said, if you're interested in what we do, if you're interested in getting high quality appointments instead of leads, where you only pay for the appointments, where both decision makers are present and you get a fair chance to sell them and you can make an actual return on investment, then click the link below, talk to us on the phone, talk to me directly on the phone, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. More to come, and I will catch you all later. Peace out.